Hey guys, Tony Denaro here, Tuesday evening, January 25th, and I want to give a brief update on my thoughts. To expand on the earlier video I made this afternoon, it was kind of rushed. We had a bit of a crazy day here. I'm going to talk about what is going to happen with the Fed tomorrow, my opinion, what's going to happen with the indexes and with AMC. And this will be a follow-up also to the video that I made at the end of the week with my expectations for this week. We're going to build on that and carry it forward. Let's get right into it. So first of all, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you who reached out to us today. Yes, I did not go live today because I got a call from Scarlet. She went to work early this morning. Got a call from her right when I was about to go on live that she was not feeling good. After consulting with the doctor this morning, they wanted her to take an ambulance to the main hospital not far from where we live. So she did that, and I went over and met her there, and we ended up spending the entire day at the hospital running tests. Good news is they did release her today after a CT scan and an MRI, and they could not find anything. So they ruled out all the bad stuff, but she does have some more follow-up appointments in the coming days that she's going to need to go do. She's resting. She's got a couple days off from work, and all is well on that front. And then right after that, as I was leaving the hospital, I put my car in reverse, backed out of the spot, went to go into drive, and the shift lever was loose. I couldn't go into drive. I was stuck in reverse, as if I didn't need another problem for today. Luckily, I was able to go under the vehicle and see that the bushing that connects the shifting cable to the transmission had broken. I was able to temporarily reattach it and get the vehicle home, and I hope to get that taken care of myself here in the next couple days. Now let's talk about the FOMC tomorrow. They met today and they're finishing up tomorrow. There will be a press conference tomorrow right after that meeting is over. And I want to expand on what I said earlier today and why I think that the market is going to trade flat to up for the rest of this week. Here are my thoughts, and I could be wrong, so take this with a grain of salt. We'll find out together tomorrow. Last week in the Discord and on Twitter, I called the bottom of the SPY at 425. We pretty much hit that, just slightly below it a couple days ago. And my thoughts on that were a 10% correction on the Nasdaq and the SPY are more than enough, considering that really the only thing we're dealing with here is uncertainty and fear about what the Fed is going to do. But we do know what they're going to do. They're going to raise interest rates 2, 3, 4 times this year. And they're going to begin tapering, paying down the balance sheet, which is now sitting at over $9 trillion. As I've been saying for months, a correction is coming. There are many, many companies that are overvalued. Inflation was not transitory, and something needed to happen to get these problems under control. The Fed is now starting that process, and a correction was overdue. But 10% is enough, considering what the Fed needs to do. So I think that what the Fed is going to say tomorrow is we're going to have a 0.25% hike in the interest rates, and that they are going to move ahead with tapering as they have already communicated to us. What could make a market correction worse tomorrow is if they change that guidance. But I don't believe that is going to happen. The way the interest rate hikes happen typically is the Fed will make a change. They will monitor economic data for a while. They'll make another change. They'll monitor data for a while, and so on. And there's no way that anyone can predict it with absolute certainty. We will have to wait and see how the changes they announce tomorrow affect the economy, and that takes time. All that being said, if the changes that are announced tomorrow are as I've outlined, sticking to the plan on tapering and a 0.25% hike on interest rates sometime between now and March, I expect the market to end tomorrow and the rest of this week flat and potentially even up. Now, to finish up with AMC, I want to remind you that the video I made at the end of last week was I was predicting if the markets go up, AMC is not only going to go up this week, but go up fairly fast. And I'm still sticking by that prediction. Again, I could be wrong. It depends on what the Fed does and what the general overall indexes do, because as we have talked about over and over for months, AMC very much follows what the general indexes do, with the exception of the occasional 1 or 2 day exceptions in the past year. When the markets go down, AMC is going to go down. When the markets are allowed to go up, AMC is going to go up to a faster degree. Now, yesterday, as you can see on the chart here, we had a wild day, a massive ride down, a run back up, a 3-point swing during the day. Today, we traded a little bit flatter and closed at 1602. I want to again show you the chart of the daily short volume and explain why yesterday and today were different than the past few weeks. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I've been talking about the daily short volume being massively over 50% since Thanksgiving. I want you to look at the far right-hand side of this chart and notice this steep decline in the last 2 days. And if we look at the table here right below the chart, we can see that for the first time in 6 weeks, we've had 2 days in a row with the daily short volume being under 50%. What I was forecasting last week is that at some point this week, we would see them take their foot off the gas and stop shorting AMC stock to the great extent that they have been for the last 6 weeks. 55, 60, 65% of the daily volume is short interest since Thanksgiving. And now, just like I forecast, Monday and Tuesday this week, they let their foot off the gas. This is what needs to continue for AMC to go up, either more buying pressure or less shorting pressure each day. Why would they do that? Because the market is poised to run up from this point. Shorting right now at these levels does not make a lot of sense. It is easy to get caught as a short in a massive run up. If other institutions are shorting at these low levels and the price starts moving up and the market starts getting some bullish momentum, there's going to be a lot of shorts running for the exits and having to cover all at the same time. They don't want to be adding a ton of shorts at these prices. So that is my thoughts about what's going to happen tomorrow and the rest of this week. I'll be here tomorrow when the market opens, and I will also be here when the Fed has their press conference to watch it with you. Find out with me tomorrow if I'm right or wrong. Don't forget to buy and hold that subscribe button, and I will see you on the next video.